Hello, family. I am just thinking about you, all of your different lives. It's funny because obviously, as a dude, I have no capacity to really understand what it is like to carry with you a seed for a very wonderful, powerful, deeply impactful life, human life. It's just, wow. I don't feel that having children is a very good idea. And given the amount of pain you're under, a part of me is like, is that a good idea? Well, because when I think about pain and I think about childbirth and burdens and oh my God, it's just like, what the hell? Literally. What the I'm gonna keep my so I'm not trying to say anything to make you mad, but feel and remember this, Kindle. Don't have any more because you're going to have to be uncomfortable, it sounds like. you're I'm sorry, I mean, you're all doing good work keeping your kids safe and helping them function and providing good boundaries, and they're all growing and they're at different ages. I mean, again, I'm just working in the schools is very elucidating. It's really interesting, and it's a very long task, and it sounds like you are in a valley right now, not feeling good. I don't know what that's like because I can't know what that's like. But I have been in pain before. I have gone through uncomfortable sensations, and to me, one of the ways I experienced it, I would say, was when I drank ayahuasca, which is a very unpleasant, poisonous substance that made me feel like crap. I don't know. It's also supposedly some sort of tribal medicine, but my life is complicated, and y'all's life and all the things you're going through. It's just such a complicated experience, but I'm wishing you well. I'm cheering you on, and I'm also saying you're to blame for this. You chose this. I think you had enough awareness. I think that there was an intentionality to you guys deciding to have children. I hope so. Otherwise, shame on you, because it's something that, well, then the thing is, it's not all shame on you. It could be shame on, no offense, mom and dad, for their conditioning, their habits. But it's like, is life right or wrong? It's right and wrong. Is it good or bad? It's both. This is more interesting to me, to really try and explore ideas, to share findings of my insane imaginative mind. I don't know. I'm just trying to do what feels right. It's just sort of like I'm inserting myself into your experience, my ideas, my agenda. Is it helpful? Is it hurting? I don't know. It's like whenever I try to engage with my idea of what your life experiences may be, it's what I do. I have to begin constructing associations and making connections and feeling this momentum to merge, to freaking thrust forth, to be perceptive and ready and the warrior for the moment at hand, switching into the watcher, meditation. I imagine all those things would be very helpful to experience. I mean, I generally don't have any pain anymore. I've structured my life in a way where I'm doing a lot of resting and a lot of reading and a lot of breathing and some dancing and some marketing, sending out my messages on the different platforms to try to I'm planting seeds. It's essentially just putting coins in any machine. I'm gambling with my life. I'm gambling with jobs. It's all this sort of optimistic in an interactive adventure, and I get to do it in a way that's a lot more like, wow, I'm worried about myself right now. I'm worried about me, myself, and I, and what I do. And that's obviously selfish to a degree. I can see that, but it's also necessary because I can't really worry about it for anyone else. That doesn't do much. So it's like, Kindle, you're having that experience unless you vocalize a way that we can help you with it. Otherwise, deal with it. You chose it. But maybe it's not your fault. You were conditioned to think you had to have kids. But you don't have to have more. There's a lot of freaking kids. No offense, Tanner and Whitney. I don't want to crush anyone's dreams, but it's also life is not easy. We, I think, as a family, had a really great experience comparatively to a lot of other kids. At least I certainly can speak for myself. I mean, we're all pretty remarkably healthy. I would say that if there was some sort of good energy protecting us, I would say it has to do with Christian values, also providing us with tutors. I mean, it's wow. Whew. How can we be role models, I guess, for Christ? I mean, yes, choosing love, yes, of course. I mean, such a good idea. I understand that there's all sorts of different levels of, I guess, belief in some sort of idea of something, but it's I can't escape from this. And I think that's where you're at, Kindle. There's no escape. There's no escape. But I am also here, and there is no escape. So it's I'm trying to figure out what to do, how to live. And then, you read the Bible, and you read the Upanishads, and you listen to the hymns, and you do the things that work. And then there's points where life still just... I have not gotten to the place of no suffering. If there's a heaven, which is what you guys are talking about, okay. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Well, Kindle, is the kingdom of heaven at hand for you right now? What about you, Bob? You had 5. I don't know. I imagine relaxing, breathing, probably listening to me. All of these things could be very helpful. But how audacious of me. Proceeding into the moment, projecting out ideas. That's Sagittarius. That's what the baby would be. We'll see if this baby is a Sagittarius or a Capricorn. That's Truett. Truett's a Capricorn, or Grandma Ellen. Are we going to have another fire sign? More like Dad? Okay, see, this is the thing. There's no... this language or this commonality that I'm doing. It's I'm putting people in these 12 imaginary mental baskets. I understand it. We're all in the same basket. Life is life. Death is part of that. It's all in there. And I think life and death are connected. That's what I think. And I don't like that. So there's this life and death to every moment. Eating death. There's just so many different things coming to my mind. And yeah. We have so many modern luxuries. I'm so glad you're getting all this interesting support. But I guess there's a surrendering that to me is almost part of life. It's really sharp, uncomfortable, unwanted sensations, really unpleasant emotions. I would just drink a ton of water. Room temperature water, warm water, that's really filtered, super pure, warm, maybe with some sort of tea. I don't know, something like that. Maybe a little sweet, not super sweet, but just a touch of some sort of nut milk. Maybe put some turmeric in there, some maybe a little ginger's more medicinal. I don't know. It depends. These imaginary ways that people use food to bring people into an experience of shared understanding. symbols and rituals and occult things. And I mean, it's like whenever a teacher makes something fun, you know, they're just like playing a game or putting on a trick. Becoming larger than life, to me, that's very Sagittarius. And that's the energy we are now. So if you have the baby soon, it'll be a Sagittarius. If it's a few weeks from now, God, I don't know if it'll take that long. But I guess we're going to see how much you can take, and I don't know. I think you're nuts to begin with, fully bonkers, and I don't want to encourage you to have more. Just because it's like, I think that there's enough children. I think that there's help other people's children. The children beyond blood. So much ego and individuality, but also so much control you can take when you're not sharing with other parents. So interesting. Got birdies. Birdies on the tree. Hello, birdies. Hello, doves. They're just so nice. You guys got hummingbirds. You guys know that I'm stoned, of course. It's so crazy. It's so crazy, but it makes me just, I don't know. Maybe it's unhealthy. Maybe it helped you have a baby. I don't think you're going to be smoking too much cannabis, probably. Maybe, I don't know. They haven't tested it out, and we all turned out pretty well. Mom, you weren't getting secretly stoned in Africa, were you? I'm sure that there's some sort of like, no, Guinea was very, in my experience, like Western, kind of like, it doesn't feel so different. Obviously the people have different conditioning, but like it was remarkably similar. Like anyways.